So I've arrived in Brisbane. Just going to pick up my car. This is the Skywalk, I believe. Yeah, so looking good. First stop, I'm gonna go to this coffee shop and see how it tastes. Odin Brew. Just getting a single origin Kenyan. And a cafe latte to take away. So the coffee was excellent. It was really nice. The Kenyan espresso was fruity, freshly roasted, and the people here are very nice too. So Bedouin Brew coffee shop. Definitely recommend it. Here's a better shot of the jacaranda tree. Now, apparently it was originally from South America and introduced into Australia, but it's definitely taken off and is quite famous in Australia and popular. It's everywhere, but beautiful. And that's Brisbane City. More jacaranda trees there. Heading to another coffee shop. It's called Coffee Lab and Co. On Albert Street. So let's see how that one goes. See a sign there saying the lab. Okay, that's it. Lab Specialty Coffee Co. That's it. Here we are. Bit of a hole in the wall. That's okay. The Lama Zoko. Equipment's right. Let's give it a go.
Ethiopian. We got a Chiro today. Really sweet.
A what? Sorry.
Really sweet.
Okay. So the Ethiopian from. Do you know which part of it?
Chiro.
Cherry.
Yeah.
Okay.
This place called Chiro.
Okay. Yep. I'll give it a go. Just a double espresso.
Double espresso. Okay. To have you?
Yes, please. Okay. Double espresso from Cherry. Cream. Bit on the thin side. Coats the spoon. Okay, it does have a unique smell. Oh yeah, definitely unique sweetness to it, definitely. Ethiopian aftertaste, lingering cherries. It's very nice. It's definitely not your typical roast. Despite the light crema, the flavor is definitely there, and it's not over roasted. It's not under roasted, so they've done well with the roasting. Very good. All right, everybody. I visited 2 coffee places this trip, and they were both good. All right, but I guess they're both in very different areas. Bedouin Brew was a fair way out, probably about half an hour drive out of the city of Brisbane, and whereas Lab Specialty Coffee Co. They're right in the heart of the city, just off Margaret Street. I think one of the side street off Margaret Street. Between the two, I would highly recommend definitely Lab Specialty. They they hold very unusual coffees, and they cycle their single origins. I think Bedouin does too, but between the two, I was more impressed with the lab coffee, well, the single origin that they provided from Cherry, Ethiopia. Very unique flavor, something that's quite a lot more unusual. And the crema was a bit light. Both actually did have a fairly light crema. Lab was probably a little bit lighter. However, it did tell me that they were on the last batch of that cherry beans, so maybe it was probably on its last leg, maybe about 3 weeks old or more. But the flavor, it didn't have any stale flavors or anything. They obviously keep their equipment very clean, and both dose their single origin espressos as they and grind on demand. I did see Bedouin actually weigh their beans and then brew it through. Both had, I think both had Lamazoko, so very good equipment, and both had the Marconic grinders. So definitely highly recommend Lab. Now they use a roaster in Melbourne, AU79. So these guys obviously know what they're doing. Coffee roasted to to get that flavor out of their beans. So they did a very good job. I was very impressed. And their next batch of beans is going to be Ethiopian again for their single origin, but Ethiopia Guji, very good origin beans. So I won't be here to try that, but no, both were very good. I'm pretty impressed with the coffee so far at Brisbane. Obviously, a lot of coffee shops around. I did Google the ones that was a little bit more unique and more to what I think would have been good. So I think I did okay. So yeah, recommend either one of those. But if you're in the city, Lab coffee, specialty coffee for sure. Thanks, bye.